Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's coffee is just coffee. I'll add some Torani syrup to it to give it a little flavor. And then I'm going to use some of my hazelnut creamer since I'm out of chocolate. And I haven't gotten to Walmart. So the Walmart that I usually go to doesn't have a nursery. But there's another Walmart that's a little further away that does have a nursery. So I think I want to make a trip out there. Although I have most of the plants that I need and want. So, I don't know. I may not even bother doing that. We'll see. So, I was looking at my receipt from Tractor Supply from my little fruit trees that I bought. And I didn't even realize that they were 25% off. So each little fruit tree cost me $11.95 instead of $14.95. So that was a nice surprise. So Home Depot was selling little fruit trees, but they were like $39 and I think $49. So I saved quite a bit of money by buying them at Tractor Supply. So that was a good deal. Saving money always makes me happy. So I already put some chocolate and raspberry syrup in here. So now I'm going to add a little bit of hazelnut, not too much because it's already sweet. So have you guys gotten your garden in, or are you not gardening at all? What are you guys up to? What are you planting this year? I'm just planting greens, peppers, tomatoes, and maybe some broccoli and cauliflower. I haven't had much luck with that, and some zucchini. I never get many zucchini for some reason. Last year I got all male flowers pretty much. I don't know what was up with that, but I guess you can eat zucchini flowers too. I haven't tried that. I think you bread them and then you fry them. I don't know. Haven't tried it. All right, let's give this a taste. Cheers. Yep, that's good. So one of these days I have to get into my garage and declutter that. It's horrendous. Literally horrendous. I can still get my car in there, which is a good thing. But on either side of my car, it's just stacked up things that I don't really need. So that'll be a project. I'm not waiting till fall to do that. I'm going to do that after I get my plants in the ground. So today is going to be 74 and partly sunny or partly cloudy. The sun is mostly out today. So that'll be a really nice day to work in the garden, which is what I'm going to do. But my house is certainly suffering for the for the wear. I always have a mess going. It seems like I have all these big projects that I want to get done, and then everything else has to fall by the wayside because I just don't have the energy to get it all done in one day. So my focus is always pretty much to focus on one thing at a time because I tend to be all over the place. And that's not good because then you never accomplish anything. So, okay, I'm going to drink this and meet you at my budget book. Today I'm starting to plant up my vegetable garden from my winter sown. This was all the kale that I winter sowed. So I'm just leaving it in big clumps and I'll just pick them, thin them out and put them in salads as they grow bigger. And then I'm surrounding them with zinnias for the pollinators and marigolds just to keep some bugs away. So that Over here I still have to plant this perpetual spinach. It's a chard that tastes like spinach, and that'll probably do me for all season. I want to make a salad bowl out of this, and that's going to go in the shade so it doesn't bolt. Oh, and my dogs are going nuts. And then I still have some spinach I want to plant. So within the next few days, I want to get all these beds planted up. I also need to get my tomatoes in some dirt. They're way too big for their containers. So still lots to do. And I've got my little stool over there. That'll help so I don't have to bend over as much. So that's my project for this week, is to get some of this planted up. Well, it's getting a little windy out here, but it's very pleasant for working in the yard. And I have my little stool here and my little grow boxes that I put up on the table, and this is working perfectly. So I'm so happy. I'm on box number 4. I have 2 more to go. And I'm trying to do my winter sowing boxes. So I'm definitely going to do that again next year. But I'm not going to wait quite as long to plant anything. But next year I won't have to do all this setting up. So it should be, I should be able to get a spring garden in, which is really when the lettuces and the spinaches and beets and radishes, all that should go into a spring garden. But this year I did the rearranging, so now I'm going to plant my summer garden. So I'm just putting in some soil amendments, and I've already planted a lot of spinach because I'm anticipating it's going to bolt as soon as it warms up. So I can already start harvesting a little bit of it because it got so big in the winter sowing box. So I'm going to start harvesting some of that, and what else? Maybe a little of the perpetual spinach, because what I plan to do, since I planted the winter sown things, they were so dense, I planted them in clumps. So I'll just start eating from that, and you know, as I thin them out. This perlite gets all over the place. So right now I'm going to plant, I don't know yet what I'm going to plant. I have the 3 boxes left, so I have to see what I have left in my winter sowing boxes. And then I'll be back when I get this all planted up. I don't know if it's going to rain today or not. It's really cloudy. It's not supposed to. But if it did, it would be okay. So, all right, I will be back later, and let's see how far I get. Okay, I got all my boxes planted up. Doesn't look like much yet, but it will. This is perpetual spinach and kale, and then just some flowers. This is regular spinach and rainbow chard back there, and of course more flowers. Now on these little tiny plants, I put that celery and more spinach. So I put these covers that I got at Mark's several years ago, and I saw these on Amazon at one point, and they were like super expensive. These were like, I don't know, 99 cents or $1.99, really cheap. So, and then in here I have the little tiny pak choy and more celery, because the celery, this was all winter sown. But my pak choy never grew much. So I put it in here anyway. We'll see what it does. These are 3 cabbages. That's all that came up from the winter sowing, but that's good enough. So I want to protect those from birds. And then over here I planted cauliflower, but I'm going to have to divide this again at some point so that I don't have so many. And I put the rest of the cauliflower back there. I want to give my daughter some, and I'll plant more in some of these extra grow things that I have. Now here, tomorrow, if it's nice, or sometime this week, I want to plant my tomatoes and cucumbers in these big pots, and also my peppers. They're going to go over there, and I planted a couple of eggplants in there. So it's coming along. Lots of work, but hopefully next year things will be easier. So it's starting to green up. It's not looking so stark and ugly. So there is my city picker garden, my container garden. All right, well, I am pooped. It's way past 3 o'clock. Oh, and I was looking at my grapes over there, and they're loaded with grapes. And this is like the 3rd year I have them in here, so maybe I can harvest some grapes this year. All right. I'm going to go have a cold drink and relax. Well, I'm pooped. I got a lot done today, but there's still more to do. Of course, there's always more to do, but a good, I'd say 2/3 of the garden is done and set up, and now I'm tired. I don't want to do anything else. I just pulled out a bunch of stuff, this and that, out of the fridge, and had a little salad and ate that for dinner and called it good. So anyway, that's how I spent my day today. And until I get all my starts in, it's kind of a time crunch, because they're getting pretty big for their containers, so I have to get that stuff in. Tomorrow it's going to be a little cooler, not even 60, but it's not supposed to rain, so I don't know, maybe I'll get some more done tomorrow. So it feels good to be able to get things in order. I think as we get older, we have good and bad days. You know, some days we get more done than others. And on the days where we get quite a bit done, we feel pretty good. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to go relax. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.